The last one, Orion Additive Manufacturing. Coming up, Adam Rumjan, is that right?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Rumjan, what kind of heritage is that?
Well, I'm Chinese Canadian, but my father also has Arabic and Indian roots. So
Indian, Chinese, Canadian. Whoa. That sounds good.
I know, it's very confusing. It's confusing for me too.
And where are you located right now?
In Berlin.
In Berlin?
Yeah.
Ah, I knew that. The Berlin people, huh? The
Yeah.
Berlin people, they rule the world. Have fun with the last session. He's got 5 minutes to speak and 5 minutes for those answers. And then we are wrapping up those pitches. Adam, go on.
Okay.
Your loud applause to finalize the session, please. Thanks.
I'll try to keep this quick because I know we're already running into the next speaker. So once again, my name is Adam. I'm the founder of Orion. And we do additive manufacturing, industrial additive manufacturing with aerospace-grade polymers. I just want to clear something up really quickly before we get started. There's another company in Germany also called Orion, and that's not us. So we call ourselves Orion because we have a strong focus in aerospace. So getting back to aerospace-grade polymers. So you may have heard of aerospace-grade polymers before, like PEEK or Ultim. These are high-temperature, high-strength, chemical-resistant materials that are as durable as metal. And that's why they're not only used in aerospace, but they're also used in medical industry, automotive industry, and semiconductor industry, and a whole bunch of industrial sectors. So how do you 3D print with them? Well, one of the first options most people probably think about is SLS. Yeah. So SLS involves a lot of machinery, many processes. You need a lot of space for this machinery, and they're also really expensive machines. Not to mention, you're also limited to a certain number of materials. And one of the biggest things that affects SLS printing is the waste. So many people don't know this, but when you turn on a machine, all the material that you don't use also gets heated up and it gets wasted. So when you think about a material like PEEK, you can have waste up to maybe $40,000 worth of wasted material. That's a lot of waste. So the other option for printing with aerospace-grade materials is FDM printing. I know, FDM is like so 2010, right? But just hear me out for a sec. It's a single machine, single process, and it's much cheaper. Not only that, but you're also limiting the amount of waste. The only waste that you might have is just in the support material. But it comes with one big caveat, which is the anisotropic strength. Anisotropic strength is when the strength in the Z direction isn't the same as in the X and Y. And this happens particularly with materials like PEEK, where you'll see the strength in Z direction as low as 10%. That's really low. So, not to worry, we solved this problem. With our patent-pending technology, we've been able to improve the interlayer bonding strength by up to 5 times. And we think by the end of the year, we'll get strength similar to injection molding. So with our technology, we've enabled 3D printing with aerospace-grade polymers while reducing waste, lowering costs, and also improving mechanical strength. So like I said, we have a really strong focus in aerospace. And we believe the killer app is in Cubesats. We've already started a collaboration with Technical University Berlin and a handful of other Cubesat companies based out of Berlin. And we plan to be launching parts into space by the end of the year. So why aerospace? Well, in 2017, the additive manufacturing industry was valued at $7.4 billion. The single largest sector was aerospace at $2.2 billion. And we believe there's an estimated market of about 25 million just by addressing advanced polymers in aerospace. Of course, there's other markets as well, such as medical and semiconductor. And we've actually begun a collaboration with Charité to develop dental implants made from PEEK. So, of course, our business model involves the hardware. We're selling our machinery, we're also renting it. In addition to that, we're resellers of material, but we also are in the process of developing our own material. And next year, we want to launch our online software platform, which will help our users have quality control monitoring of their produced parts. And to aid our customers in the adoption of our technology, we also offer printing services. How do we get into this market? So we started with PEEK and working with the 3 largest material suppliers for PEEK. And it's really important relationship that we develop with them because their customers are also our customers. So we really value this relationship. So within 8 months of registering our company, we've developed a prototype, generated revenue, and also filed our first patents. And now we're just looking to expand our team and get our product out there onto the market. This is a quick glimpse of our team. We're also supported by Fraunhofer IZM, where we have an office. And more than anything, we're looking for end users and applications. So if you're interested in working with us or joining our team, or if you have an idea that you'd like to print with aerospace-grade polymers, please come talk to me. That's it. Thanks.
Orion, the second one of this company name, and he's looking for capital. Do you guys offer capital? What do you think? Iris, did you like that?
I liked it, but we don't have any money, sorry.
Who's got money here? What do you think when talking Trump Ventures? Is that the aerospace market to you guys something clear and close?
Well, I think aerospace and PEEK do match together. From my experience, I know that it's rather small in market size. What drives me more is that there's 2 other companies already in Germany that do exactly the same. So APM and Cubesats doing PEEK with an FDM printer. So what do you do? What do you do different? And second question, and also in that direction, you mentioned partnerships, which might be important, but do they really differentiate? So is it kind of an exclusive partnership or something that is only to you, or do the other 2 guys have the same partnerships as well?
It's a really good question. So yes, there are other companies working with PEEK materials or trying to work with PEEK materials, but what you'll notice is that they suffer from a lot of delamination problems when they print with PEEK. So I'll just describe the technology to you really quickly. What we do inside of our machine is we irradiate thermal radiation at the same emission spectrum as the absorbance spectrum of the material. In essence, we're microwaving this material. So we don't heat up the air, and all of the heat doesn't get wasted in heating up other parts of the machine, but it goes right into the material. And this really helps with increasing that interlayer bonding and minimizing these effects of delamination. If you look at our prints, they don't delaminate. So we're looking at near isotropic strength. So this is the key difference, because we've already spoken to a couple of Cubesat companies based out of Berlin, and they have been working with our competitors, and they're not that satisfied with results. They also usually have to end up doing a post-process, because PEEK is a semi-crystalline material. In order to achieve a crystalline structure, you have to elevate the temperature for an extended period of time. Otherwise, it just comes out brown and amorphous. So you don't have to do that with our machine. We get fully crystalline parts coming out that don't need to be annealed, and they're really strong, much stronger than our competitors. With respect to the relationships that we've developed, I don't know of competitors that are working with all 3 suppliers. We have a really close relationship with all 3 of our suppliers. So I can't speak for all of my competitors, but these are relationships that we really do value. Yeah.
So Adam, from your company name Orion, you're looking for applications in space.
Correct.
But from your business model, you just want to sell machines, filament, software as a service, and so how does it fit together?
That's a really good question. I think in an ideal world, we could probably just get by with just selling machinery. But it doesn't really quite work like that, we've discovered in additive manufacturing. A lot of people really want to validate the technology. They want to try it out first, and it really comes down to the application. So, in this process, we've realized that it's not about selling machines. It is important to be able to have a business model that is sustainable, And I believe in a sustainable business model, it's about that diversity. You know, we couldn't just get by with just selling machines. We have to look at how do we generate sales in the long term, and we can do that with services, and we can do that with materials. But at the end of the day, what really gets me excited is launching parts into space.
Right there. Good pitch, quick pitch, and little amount of questions. So you were clear. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Last one on stage here was Orion.